Om Guru to all. Thank you, Dr. Radhika ji, for sharing so many wise things. And here we have a question today. Question is, how do you advise we get over the low energy feeling that we are destined with bad karma? How would my inner Lord Krishna advise me to raise that frequency and not feel sorry for myself by staying in victim mode, saying that I am destined for a life full of misery and hardships?
It's a very good and practical question. So let us understand a few important things here. Every state of mind has its own energy and magnetism and frequency. So suppose you are, on the state of mind where you are, pitying yourself, you are miserable, you are in a low mood. Then what kind of thoughts you will attract from the universe? Same thoughts, low energy thoughts. Means you will meet people who are low energy. You put on the news and you will hear the worst news of your life. You put on the radio and the sad song or sad ghazal will be playing. Everything will bring your energy more and more into the same orbit. So always realize you must be smart. When you're on the path, you have to be a smart devotee. Therefore, you know that it is like a whirlpool, it will draw you even further down. As soon as you raise your energy, now suppose you come to a state of happy energy and then suddenly you find that people around you are smiling, everybody appears to be happy, things on the world appear to be nice, the news also has some better things to go. So of course I'm not talking about the relativities of the world, and I'm not going to talk about the news that is running right now, but in general we have mature enough to have already observed this truth. When we are happy, everybody around us appears to be happy. When we are sad, everything around us appears to be sad and poor and miserable and appears to be no hope at all. So that means by changing the channel of your own mind, you will draw those same thoughts from the universe. So now, unless you are alert that you are brooding on moodiness, now you are miserable, but you are brooding on self-pity. You are brooding on that misery, and you are thinking of the same thoughts again and again. Nobody can salvage you. Only you can salvage yourself. First, by realizing that I'm in a low mood. Secondly, then doing something in the opposite direction. And what are the things that we do in the opposite direction? There is a list of things Master has given. Move your body in the first place. Correct your posture. Parallel, bring your chin parallel. Gaze upwards. Smile to yourself. Simple things. Start walking in place. Saying the affirmation, I'm awake and ready. Do all the energization exercises. Do your yoga postures. Deep, do double breath, tension and relaxation. Do other pranayams. So utilize your body to uplift your mood. Secondly, in attention, listen to Master's voice. Listen to Swamiji's music. Chant together. Put on a bhakti, a bhajan, a chant, and start singing along with it. Then once you are a little more, once your energy is a little raised, then you may practice the techniques of Hong and meditation. Then another thing that you do, suppose you're not able to, concentrate and be centered, then go out into the world and do seva. Help someone. And charity begins at home. Sometimes we are, trying to help others, but we are not trying to help people who are around us because we are too judgmental about them. So think of how can I help this person today. Do not gloat in misery. Now this is what I, in my practice as a doctor, there are many patients who will be on this category, that who do have physical ailments, but they will be cribbing about it, and the ailments are not so big, but they have magnified their problem in their mind so much that they are victims of their own mind first. So what do I tell them? I tell them, see, your problem is not that big, you are making it so big. What you should do is, one day I invite you to go to a government medical college and sit in the OPD and see the number of patients and the misery of those patients they are going through. And then only will you realize that your misery is nothing, that your mind is only magnifying it so much. You go to the hospital one day, go to the ICU, go to the operation theater, go to the OPD, and you will realize that whatever suffering you're having is minuscule, is petty, is of nothing. I'm not saying that people, many of you or relatives in your family may not be suffering. Even that is important. But consider all other people suffering, and also realize that what you can do right now, if you do seva for others, then two things will happen. Firstly, your mind will be taken off your own misery. Secondly, you are creating good karma. And also another thing, thirdly, if you can bring a smile on another person's face, then as a mirror effect, you will be able to smile in your own body, mind, and heart. So don't be problem conscious. Oh, I have this problem. Oh, I am such a moody. Oh, I have bad karma. Oh, I have this much ill health. Oh, my mind is troubled. Oh, I have financial difficulty. Be solution oriented. What am I doing to increase my energy? What am I doing to improve my health? What am I doing to focus my mind? Is my company correct? Am I reading the good book? Am I listening to the right talk? Am I indulging in good, musical activities? Is my social life getting better? Am I serving others? So ask the right question and answer that right question and be on the side of positivity. You have to raise yourself. Don't expect anybody outside of yourself to pity you. Oh, this poor creature. The universe does not bother. If you are in a pit, who is going to take you out? Yourself. But the master is there to help you. Hold on to those teachings. Be your own light. Always remember that your soul is already powerful enough. It is already wise enough. Just be alert in your mind and don't allow yourself to go down in the downward spiral. As soon as you start to go downwards, use all the techniques, all your power and all your will to raise your energy and magnetism. And as soon as your energy is raised, automatically good thoughts, happy thoughts will start to come your way, and they will eventually take you out and away from all types of thoughts and all types of misery. So I think that is that for the question.
There's another question. I'm a doctor, but choose chose to be a housewife. Did I not do my karma by working? I want to get back to work after 15 years now, but I don't feel confident enough.
So again, a very practical question. So sometimes, especially for women, priorities can change. When you become a mother, then of course the priorities, you have brought a life into you, and that life is completely dependent on the mother. Therefore, you have only chosen to do your, the dharma by priority. That's it. So don't feel guilty at all that you were not able to do your, your practice at the time when your children were small. And obviously, different people's situations may be different. For example, some people may have a, helpful family, a support system, so that the children can be taken care of and one can practice. But for people, especially in today's setup, if you're living in a nuclear family, then everything revolves, the whole household, the children's lives, everything revolves around the lady of the house. At least in Indian setup, it is true. So why feel guilty? You just did what you felt appropriate and right as your dharmic duty as a mother at that time. And it's okay if you did not practice. But now, of course, as the children grow older, you have more time and energy at hand. And of course, because you have a background, body of knowledge behind you, you can and you must practice. And Swamiji would give this beautiful advice. He would say, don't concentrate on what you don't know. Concentrate on what you know. So you, as a doctor qualified, you know much more than many others. You can simply offer your services. You may start by offering your free services in the setting of a temple or a dharmashala or something, or maybe attach yourself as an apprentice to a senior colleague. Initially, even if you don't make money out of it, it's pretty fine. First, hone your skills, remember what you had studied. And just like you never forget swimming and you never forget cycling, similarly, as soon as the knowledge that you have put in your mind, as soon as some patient comes in front of you, you will remember all of it. It's all pretty magical, actually. So I'm not saying you do not need to refresh it. You need to refresh it. But you start doing with little bit seva, you start working under somebody, your confidence level will build up, and then you can place yourself in the middle of active practice. So go slowly, develop your confidence step by step, and never feel guilty for not being able to have done it before, because you have tried to do whatever best you thought at that particular time. And again, God is all love, and everything else does not matter. So just feel loved by God. You have enough knowledge. Try and do whatever best you can with this current situation. And another angle to this is, do not forget that all intellectual knowledge and service is also en route to the path of God realization. So please do not miss out on your spiritual life. If you truly want to just jump into your material life, even if it is as good a practice as medicine is definitely a more noble profession, but if that makes you prevent you from doing your meditations or your spiritual practices, it can also become a hindrance. So take up a job with which you can balance both your material duties as a doctor as well as your spiritual duties, because eventually we are here for our self-realization and not for anything else. The others are add-ons. Yes, we need them, as we said during the Gita chapter, that Karma Yoga is necessary. Do whatever best you can without bringing in the negative emotions. God will always help. Guru will always help. Trust the flow of the grace of life itself, of God Himself, and you will be step by step start to expand your knowledge and your consciousness. Om, Om, Om. God bless you with your endeavors.
That's all, Dr. Radhika ji. Thank you so much for
Thank
lovely
you,
answers.
everybody. And just an anecdote to this, it's interesting that I'm taking these sessions from Jaipur right now. And it's God's will that whatever happens, happens for the good. So I had just a week ago, I did not think that I will be giving the next class from Jaipur. But this is what it is. So we take everything in the stride and we try to make the best out of it. And we stay happy in our heart. That's the most important thing. So Jai Guru to all.